This is Hayley, and I'm Amy, and we're Stitchworks. So embroidery costs are based on the stitch count of your particular logo. People often ask for an average price, but it really is circumstantial to your specific design or logo. So we get that for you. Basically, we use digitizers that evaluate the stitch count, and then we determine your costs based on that. So there are other ways of getting a stitch count evaluation, but the way we do it is have our digitizer, who's actually the person who embroiders that job as well, digitize the logo. So they take into account like what the fabric's gonna be, how big the logo is, how many pieces they need to do.
Yes, we have a minimum of 24 pieces for orders. You can mix and match the garments, for example, if you wanted like 12 t-shirts and 12 hoodies. Hats do have to go in a separate machine though, so those have to be 24 minimum as well.
Digitizing is transferring an image file into an embroidery file. So what happens then is when the digitizer creates the embroidery file, it becomes a file that can only be read by embroidery software or an embroidery machine. It's similar to like an AutoCAD file, so it basically is like a draft or coordinates like a 3D image in a sense. They can be complicated. You can't necessarily open them at home because you have to have the right software, but that's really where you leave it up to us. Yes. So what we do is take your digitized logo and we first embroider it onto a piece of twill fabric. This is what we call your sew-out proof. This is just to check that the quality and the size and the thread colors are all accurate. And then once you approve that, we send you photos of it. We will sew one garment sample for you to approve before we proceed with the bulk order.
So standard production time is 15 to 25 days after proof approval. Timelines are seasonal as well, of course, with busier times of the year. If you have a due date, just always let us know if we always try and work with that. So chances are you found us from one of our blank websites. So you would just let us know what products you're interested from those and send us your logo file, of course. We'll put together a full estimate for you outlining all costs and taxes, and then once the invoice is approved, we do require a 50% deposit. We'll then order your garments and start the proofing process. Once you do approve the proof, we'll start the production, and then we do require full payment before the order is complete. So embroidery file types are super flexible. You can send almost any type. As long as it's not a super small thumbnail or anything like that, you can send a JPEG, a PDF, or almost anything.
So if you already have your DST, we can use that for your order for sure. Typically I ask for you to send it to us first so that our embroiderers can open the file and see how many stitches it is, because that's what your embroidery costs will be based on.